when we began the transition in the project itself to move out of ACBT and into a campus, we actually started in another place. And some of the challenges there, getting a building out of the ground from the foundation, just in terms of infrastructure, proved quite challenging. Full credit to Helen and the team, who's also very instrumental in every step of the way with the project to get us to where we are.
And at the same time, I think an achievement is where even Perth understands who we are as a Sri Lankan community. It's a culture. As Sri Lankans, we tend to be very together, and I know we have a great set of students who are good in their studies as well as sport. And again, I think from our end as staff, I think we supported them in getting into these achievements, and that clearly is seen by all the awards they have won. So I recently represented others' companies, and I was one of the keynote speakers, and I got the opportunity with my team of mothers. We took a group picture, and we want to celebrate that motherhood and be working in the corporate sector. So I think all that flexibility that we have here, it's all inclusive place for everyone.
Build a brand? That's easy. Not really. So even though ECU provided degrees for 25 years under ACBT, the recognition for ECU brand was not built over the years. Starting from staff to students to parents, everyone knew ACBT, but not ECU. Basically, ECU was just for the books. We had a challenge to make sure the brand ECU is known in the market, especially when we were moving out of the ACBT premises to a brand new ECU campus. How did we do it? We only spoke about two main things. We spoke about student life and the fact that we were the only international university in Sri Lanka. We made everyone curious to know what is inside this 7-story building. We showed them what we promised. Did we deliver quality education? Dr. Sajani, why don't you tell?
Well, I think we do. Look at the stats, right? You have good pass rates, you have good completion rates, retention. What more can you ask? So now let's hear about what others have to say about ECU Sri Lanka.
When I first walked through the doors of ECU, I was nervous and unsure if I belonged. But what I found here was more than just an education. I found a community. Our lecturers went above and beyond, mentoring us and encouraging our free thinking. The staff's open door policy ensured we were never alone in our struggles. Beyond academics, ECU made us into well-rounded individuals through its sports, clubs, and societies, teaching us the true meaning of teamwork and leadership. What I discovered on my journey is that ECU fosters a culture dedicated to helping each of us become our best self.
So I started at ACBT and then I moved to ECU because obviously new campus, I saw a lot of opportunity here. One thing is the facilities are amazing here. The other thing is the community that's been built here is amazing when it comes both to just student community and then to its sports also, which I'm heavily active in. So those two are the biggest reasons why.
Actually, I wanted to join ECU because I saw that ECU had great sports teams back then, and I'm a diehard fan for basketball, and I saw that they kept on winning a lot of tournaments. So if I'm being honest, that's the whole reason and the main reason why I joined ECU. I got involved in a lot of clubs and societies. I started off with the student council and ambassadors, and then I also moved on to the road track club, and then I actually started playing for 4 different sports teams at ECU, and I could say that I think I'm qualified enough to say this, that we are thriving here at ECU.
මේ කැම්පස් එක හරිම හොඳයි. ප්‍රධාන සුපි මැඩමතුළු අපේ ගානගේ ස්ථාපකමිස් ගොඩක් හොඳයි අපිට වැඩ ගන්න කොහොමද කියලා ඔක්කොම කියලා දෙනවා අපි හැම දෙනාම හරි සතුටින් මෙතන වැඩ කරගෙන යනවා.
So I would say the bond we have here with among the ECU co-workers, it's not just the co-workers, we have something else than that.
Chance to work with different categories of students from pre-foundation, foundation, diploma and degree. So my passion is teaching, so this is the place for me to deal with this.
People I work with, they're quite supportive. I've been new to this job more, been a scientist all my life, but this is the first time I'm actually being a manager. And the people are really nice and they're helpful. They let me grow, learn new things. So I'm like,
எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருக்கு இதில் ஒர்க் பண்ணுறதுக்கு இங்கே நிறைய ஃப்ரீடம் ஒன்று இருக்குது அது இல்லாமல் எல்லாம் ஃப்ரெண்ட்லியாக பழகுறாங்க நம்மளோட.
And what I like most about working at ECU is we as a team here, we closely work with all the other departments and students. And actually students keep us going here. A lot of clubs, societies, activities which keeps us running throughout the year.
If she wants to do higher studies and recognized campus, she must use. So currently I think ACBT or ECU is one of the best universities in Sri Lanka as well as all over the world recognized. Because of that only she comes here.
So obviously for ECU we've been well committed and working in Sri Lanka for the last 20-25 years, and I think this partnership with our colleagues at Navitas and our colleagues at ACBT has really been developed because over time we've got a close working relationship. We really care for our students, and I think that commitment between ECU's approach to how we would like our students to be looked after and the way ACBT and Navitas work is a really good alignment.
All the staff at ECU Sri Lanka are diligent and professional, and it's been very clear in working with them that their dedication and perseverance has contributed greatly to the ECU Sri Lanka campus's impact locally and its ultimate success.
I'd say what's made this partnership really successful is the level of engagement, passion and trust that has been built up between the university and the ECU Sri Lanka team. People like Sajani Dias, David Matthews, Dinuka, now Helen, are engaged, committed, responsive, and the level of cross-university engagement and connection between schools and discipline areas at the campus has really been critical in the campus' current growth and success and will continue to be critical.
So overall, what is the secret of ECU Sri Lanka's success? Ultimately, it's attracting and developing the right staff. As you can see from the submission, they're highly motivated, committed and engaged. They're always challenging each other to do better, and they're incredibly collaborative. Part of that means that they have set up an Australian Sri Lankan culture in the campus where it's very student-focused and collaborative, and the students and parents, when they walk into the campus, they say, this is the place I want to be. It's different to anything else that they can get in Sri Lanka. Thirdly, all the external engagement that the academic team and the students have with factory visits, lab collaborations, and true engagement across the industry. It's about how we bring the classroom to the outside of Sri Lanka and to give more opportunities to our students and staff. Incredible marketing branding, as you would have seen if you look at social media and everything that happens. Fifthly is our hunger of our sales staff. No one gets past our sales staff. They will do everything they can. They'll be calling them at all times of the night just to make sure that the person understands the opportunities they have with ECU Sri Lanka and sign up with us. And a big part of it has been about creating our strong relationships with ECU, ECC and Navitas, not just from me and senior staff, but across the staff at ECU Sri Lanka. Those relationships with our three key stakeholders have meant great success and being a part of those three stakeholders as well. Overall, we've always had a very clear vision from the start, despite the challenges and despite the need to adapt to those challenges as well. We've always kept true to our values and the quality of what we offer, the support we give our students and their parents, and the drive to be continually better.